You're making a comeback, though, right?
Oh, it is on. Oh, I got somebody talking to me off camera.
Absolutely.
Oh,
That's
this
where I
is
belong.
amazing.
I mean, you're the new star, and
I'm the new
now
star. I'm
Butch the
making a
Gambler now is out of the whole situation.
I'm making a slight comeback. I'm using Cliff's system slightly.
No. You're using Butch's system.
Well, that's right.
You see, because
Butch
I have a new
the
persona
Gambler.
now.
Butch the Gambler.
Cliff is
my
gone.
partner.
Cliff is
gone.
disappeared.
The big C is gone.
Butch the Gambler is in now.
Butch the Gambler is in, and AC Deer,
That's
which is
the
my
man.
name. AC Deer, Barbara gave me the name. Nobody else gave me the name.
Well, you own it now.
Okay, AC Deer. My last name in German, the reason why it's Deer, the last name, Hersh, in German means deer, and of course AC is Atlantic City. So it sounds nice, AC Deer, if it ever becomes anything.
That's right, isn't it?
What we're going to try and do is start to use money management in the casinos. That's all. There's nothing else really to talk about. We don't really feel that we can destroy them.
What's that, a piece of spaghetti in your hand?
No, this is the mic. This is right underneath my stomach, so it has to be 30, 40 feet long. And it's hooked up right to here.
Talking about a stomach, I got a story for you, because I got a piece of aggravation that's going through my gut because it happened again this morning.
What happened, Cliff?
I went to get my bagel. Now, you know every day I have a
Your bagel.
cream cheese on and everything.
It's an everything bagel with cream cheese on it.
Okay, now, and as you know, from my limo, I call on the cell phone on the way in, right?
That's correct.
This way that my chauffeur can just walk in and pick it up.
Yes, I do.
I personally give the order, though. What are you laughing about?
It's okay. You said your chauffeur usually goes in, and I said, yes, I do.
Okay. Oh, I'll tell you. Okay, but anyway.
Big timers, boy. We're big timers.
I give my regular order. Now listen to this. Give me give me cream cheese on a cold everything bagel, coffee, a little half and half, no sugar. Okay. Now, the mere fact that I'm saying cream cheese on a cold everything bagel, that's got to be given some type of a story.
It gives a story that you don't want the cream cheese to melt all over the bagel. You want it to stay
right.
put.
Okay, now, how stupid and how ignorant can people be to take my cream cheese on a cold everything, put it in the bag on top of my hot coffee?
That's
No,
an
really.
idiot.
Think about it.
Well, it's a person, it's a young kid that knows absolutely nothing about serving people, and there are no people that know how to serve people any longer.
Right, okay, now what about when you call up?
They're all amateurs now.
What about when you call up pros? When I say pros, at least that they've been in the business a long time, like 20, 30 years. And you're speaking to not the head chef, but the head grill man who takes care of the outgoing orders. And you order hot Italian food, so on and so forth, and you say, give me a Caesar salad. Now, what happens when they take that Caesar salad, put it in the same bag as the hot food, right on top of the hot
That's
food?
the craziest
What happens
thing
to
in
it
the
by
world.
the time you get home with
The
it?
cheese melts and it's sour.
The whole damn thing is warm and limp.
Yeah.
Tastes
No good.
ridiculous. Now, these are pros,
No,
right?
there's no more pros left in the food business. I've been in the food business a good part of my life. The people that knew what they're doing now either live in Florida or they're dead.
We'll
Okay?
talk about
One way or the other.
we'll talk about food business now.
Yeah.
You did something really close to my heart because you ran concessions in major bowling alleys.
Well, yes, that was a long time ago, and
Well, we got the interview with Mac and Stoop coming up.
we
Action
have the
bowlers
interview
from the 50s
with
and 60s.
we have the interview with Mac and Stoop. That's Mac. His last name again, Clifford? I forgot.
Wagner.
Mac
Mac
Wagner
Wagner.
and Stoop.
Don't ask me his last name.
Marty
Marty-
never had a last name.
Marty Greenbaum or something like
Something like that. The
Yeah.
two Jewish guys from Brooklyn. They were the greatest hustlers, bowling hustlers that ever lived. Me and Cliff both remember them because we were kids. Cliffy was a bowler and I was a backer. And the people, like those two people, you can be able to walk into any bowling alley you wanted in the tri-state area, go over to the central desk, pick up the microphone with the people's permission, and call the house out, which means saying that you'll bowl anybody in the house and you'll cover them. Now, when you can do that with two people or three people, you're walking in on a cloud. You're really walking in cold. You don't care who's there, and you think you're the greatest bowler that ever lived. And that's what these guys used to do for a living. And Cliffy interviewed them.
Butch, there you go again.
Oh, okay, Butch.
It'll take a while, but I'll straighten you out, AC.
Butch interviewed them, okay? And I was going to be with him, but the casinos called me.
Right down.
And the pull of the casinos was a little stronger than meeting guys that I haven't seen in 35 years or something like that, you know? I mean, he's still putting the tape together, believe it or not. And I went down to his friend's house who does the editing, and I spent an afternoon there, and that's enough. You know, I don't think I'm ever going to be a great editor because it takes a lot of patience and a lot of timing, and you got to know what you're doing. It's not an easy thing, and not that I was bored, but 4 hours of it was plenty, and now I just want to see the finished product already.
I think you found your home in front of the camera, to tell you the truth. I think you're going to knock me right out of this.
It's possible, you know. It doesn't, you know, listen, if we can sell something through the magic of this camera, if we can get up off the ground where we are now and start selling products and start creating the proper controversy, and I say controversy again because, you know, who the hell ever heard of Howard Stern before he started talking about broads and all the dirty language and everything? He was a nobody. You saw his life story. I'm not comparing myself with Howard Stern. This is like 4th generation of talk show host I am.
You're both Jewish.
But, oh, well, he's part Jewish. He's only half Jewish.
Oh, really?
He's half Italian.
Ah.
Yeah, he knows he's only half Jewish.
Oh, okay. I didn't even realize that.
I'm fully Jewish. It doesn't matter what you are. It doesn't matter what you are, Jewish, Italian, Irish. I don't think it has anything to do with being able to speak in front of a camera, except maybe Swedish. I don't think Swedish people can speak properly in front of a camera. But,
That's
you know,
a little knock.
You know, it's just my opinion. It's ACD's opinion. And like I told you, I got a lot of them. I have a lot of opinions, and they're not going to be spoken about in this section because they're really, I'm not into it. I don't have a format yet. I have to walk in here thinking about what I'm going to say at least the day before and have something written a little bit as a cue, you know, because my memory isn't what it used to be. I mean, I used to have a really, really great memory. And right now, the way things are going, I don't remember what I did yesterday, but I do remember what happened 35 years ago. Well, so that's a sign of some kind of Alzheimer's or senility, and I got to get past that right now, I'll tell you that.
Well, you remember that your name is AC Deer, but I don't see you mention that we are the Gambling Duo.
I forgot all about that, too. We have a website.
What about our website, right?
We have a website, our own website that is, shall we say, it's a guaranteed name. Cliff told me we bought the name.
We own the domain name.
The domain name, which it's called now, it's like a copyright, and we are the Gambling Duo.
Our address on the internet.
We have an address is www.gamblingduo
with a hyphen in between.
With a hyphen in between duo.com.
Hey, the man knows.
And if anybody's going to be interested, we are going to be selling how-to. That's how to beat the craps, how to beat blackjack, how to beat Pai Gow, how to beat Baccarat. Those are the main games, how to. And we know how to because we know how not to. So we already know how to. We're going to be putting it down on paper. We're going to be advertising it. And I know a lot of people out there are interested in gambling. And this works. This system, it's a money management system.
Yeah, but let's not con them.
No, I'm not trying to con them.
It works. It
works if they...
But you know my theory. 1 out of 100, they're suckers. Therefore, all they want to do is gamble. They don't want to win.
Well,
so only
people
1 out of 100 will implement it correctly.
He's absolutely correct. My partner's correct. People that want to win at casino games have to stick to this system to the letter. If you just go off on your own tangent, or if you're just there to play the role, if you're just there for luck, like I was, and I'm going to tell you the truth, that's exactly what, that's where he found me.
How much did you lose in the last 2.5 years?
I really don't want to put a dollar value on it, but it's in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm not going to say exactly what it is. But A.C. Deere and Cliff Nordquist's system. I mean,
Butch the Gambler.
Butch the Gambler.
Oh,
Where did he get it
God.
from? Butch the Gambler. I can't even remember it. God. Butch the Gambler. Well, God rest his mother's soul. She used to call him Butch, so that's where he got that from. But Butch the Gambler system, who I have really nothing to do with. I mean, he's the mathematician, and I never was a good mathematician. It works. It works, but you gotta stick to it. It becomes boring almost. It becomes a job. But, oh, isn't that terrible? On the average, if you don't really bet a fortune, I mean, you don't put $100,000 kitty together, you only put like a $20,000 kitty together, you can only walk out with, well, $1,500 to $2,000 a week clean. That's a terrible, terrible thing.